Hey everybody, this is Stormy with the capital Z. Welcome back to more WarCraft 3 Cast. This time around I got a game on Northern Isle. It is going to be between SGFred, who is spawning over here at the top as the blue orc player, top right. He will be playing up against a player known as Believe. This is not the same Believe that we have known since years. This is not Believe the Undead player. This is a Believe from Canada, and this Believe plays Night Elf. He spawns in as yellow at the bottom left. It's going to be Orc versus Night Elf, that is OvN or NvO. Let's see how this matchup comes around to be. And for some reason my mouse went flying a bit over there. That tends to happen a lot. As of right now, we have been seeing a lot of staple uses of the Farce here by the Orc players. Blade Master has almost completely been replaced these days, and we don't see any barracks go down either, so this does kind of hint that this may very well be a Farseer play. He may decide to put down a war mill somewhere, perhaps get headhunters versus an Isle player as well, and to my surprise it is actually going to be Blade Master for Fred. On the bottom left, we got Keeper of the Grove coming in for Believe, and let's see how this game turns around to be in Blade Master versus Keeper meta. We don't have any barracks put down yet for Fred. This kind of indicates that he will likely go for a fast tech. He does have a lot of gold there. I don't know exactly what he is going to use that gold for, because that is a lot of gold and he doesn't really have anything to spend that on. Yep, the tech was his priority. I believe he was just making whatever he could before the tech came up. After putting down the tech, now he puts down the war mill. He still has a good 200 gold left, and the war mills don't cost you wood. So if he really wanted to, he could have placed that a bit earlier as well. We got AOW creeping over here beginning at the expo, it appears, and this is slightly tricky, but can be done with 2 wisps and stuff. Archer getting ensnared. Creeps will attack the Ancient, while the Ancient eats up a few trees, tries to get some health back. Is my mic on? Yep, my mic is on. I have to check that again. Because there have been some cases where my mic just simply goes off without any kind of warning. So the Blade Master heading in towards the base of Believe will try to take down that Hunter's Hall while it is under construction. At least it will mitigate its HP before it is completed. Tier 2 is 50% over here, while the teching has not even begun for Believe. Believe seems to be going for Hunter's build, or you just need a bit more wisp before you can go tier 3. Here comes the Keeper of the Grove, and Entangling Root going down on that Blade Master. Blade Master coming out of it and going after the Hunter's Hall once again. Hunter's Hall almost complete, but sadly the Night player will not be able to repair it. Another Entangling Root trying to force the Blade Master away. Is it actually gonna come up? One more hit by the Blade Master and it gets cancelled. Fred getting whatever he wanted and forcing the cancel on the Hunter's Hall. Now Fred detects an expansion coming in at this expo. He will go after the Tree of Life. There are a lot of Windwalks left in the mana tank over here, but there aren't too many Entangling Roots left. But Fred will have to back out the Blade Master because of the HP. He does have a grunt ready enough for another one, but not sure why he isn't training anymore. War mill is down and tier 2 ready. Beastery going down. This may be a Wind Rider tech. This may be one Wind Rider tech. Now selling off his town portal and buying just the healing salves, not even the complete orc starter pack. We got Shadowhunter coming in as the second hero. Now you want to consider something over here. Believe has only started to tech while Fred is already tier 2 and getting his second hero out. That's a huge advantage that Fred has over Believe, of course. Believe is trying to put down an expansion, but now one small thing for Believe is that the expansion, it's going to take a bit now to actually come to 100%, entangle the gold mine, and then set the 5s inside there. But once he has it up, he will be able to reap some benefits from that. So, yep, it is going to be 2 bestiaries. This is likely going to be the Wind Rider build. I would reckon mass Wind Riders against the Night Elf player. Got Hunters coming in by the Ancient of War, and another Ancient of War being dropped over there at the back. It may likely be a mass Hunters build over here, and well, we got Raiders coming in. I don't think that Fred is going for Wind Riders after all. Hex on the Keeper. Blademaster will try to attack it, comes out of the effect, and then will hightail out of this whole situation. Did get a Talisman of Evasion. That's gonna help him a bit against the Blademaster's critical strikes and stuff. So it appears that he has planted a sentry ward inside the base of Fred. Believe will have complete knowledge of whatever's cooking. If it's a Raider push, if it's a Wind Rider push, he will have complete knowledge of that. And using the resources from his expansion, he will be able to find a good counter for that. The only thing is he gotta make that as soon as possible before SGFred is able to outmass him. SGFred now concentrating a bit more on creeping than harassment, going in with both of his heroes. The Shadowhunter has gained a lot of experience, as you can see on the bar there. Blademaster is very far away from level 3, sadly. Is this going to be a solo keeper? We don't usually see a regular Night Elf player and Night Elf hero, that is what I meant. This being transformed into a critter and then being murdered. Some good stuff that we can see. So here comes SGFred going in for an assault over Belief's base. Belief does have a sentry ward planted right outside his base, so the Blademaster will be detected. Blademaster will be unveiled. Has to be careful with that. Getting an entangle on the Shadowhunter, but not able to get a surround off with those Huntresses. Huntresses are being ensnared now. This is not what Belief wants. Belief needs to save his Huntresses. Here comes the second hero. It's going to be Alchemist, a very common choice for Night Elf players, Keeper and Alchemist. And what Belief will do now is try to snipe down the Raiders one by one. Nice heal wave on the Keeper of the Grove, which was ensnared, by the way. Keeper has the TP, and no, it's hexed. It's hexed. Keeper, we go down. Shadowhunter goes down instead. Shadowhunter got overextended by Fred over there, and then that just nailed the coffin. That just nailed the coffin for the Shadowhunter. Now gonna have to revive it. It's just a level 1 hero, so it should come back real fast. It's level 1.8, so it's like kind of a benefit for SGFred that he would not have to invest too much on it, and it's just about to hit tier level 2 with a couple of more kills. Heal wave will be very much necessary. It appears that Fred is going for mass Raiders, and that's it. Why didn't you put down the War Mill then? They have some upgrades coming in. You don't have any upgrades. The Raiders, you get Raiders without the War Mill. An engagement, 9 heal spray, saving all of those yellow Night Elf units. And the archer is trying to focus on a Grunt. Grunt goes down. Keeper is right now level 3, and we don't have a level 2 ability yet by the Keeper. That was still a level 1 entangling route, but we will likely see some level 2 abilities. He chose Forces of Nature over here, so we're going to have a level 2 Forces of Nature that are 3 trees instead of 2, and mind you, these are pretty strong ones. Here comes Fred. Believe is in a pickle. Oh, this doesn't look good at all for Believe. Fred caught him at a really bad spot, but Believe seems to be coming back. Managed to take out one of the raiders. Those bouncing glaives are doing amazing for Believe right now. Believe lost one of the huntresses, but the heal spray is still on. And one more raider kill over there. And Kodo Beast will eat up something, but also will be entangled. If the Kodo Beast goes down, that's going to be a huge loss for Fred. Fred trying to kill the hero, but hero will TP away. Almost got a kill on this raider here. Of course, mass Wind Riders wouldn't have worked that well against mass archers, and the thing about the alchemist is that it can attack aerial units without having an orb. So even if Fred went for Wind Riders, I don't think Believe would have had a really bad spot. The only really big damage that Fred would have achieved with a lot of Wind Riders was killing a lot of Believe's wisps, sniping them down wherever Believe is not nearby his base, and that's mostly it. You have raiders, you have a vermill. Perhaps going in for some attack upgrades would be beneficial. Of course, the huntresses take extra damage from the siege attack of the raiders, but the raiders also take extra damage from the normal attack to the medium armor. Keeper ensnared, hexed, staffed back to the base, saved in time by Believe. This will force a speed scroll for Fred. Fred will try to back out lightly. Now here's the thing about Believe. Believe has an expansion, Fred doesn't, and Believe has already crossed the upkeep mark. Fred hasn't done that, and Fred will not be in a favorable condition if he chooses to do that. If he chooses to go for the upkeep, there we go, and well, there we go. Now we got some Wind Riders coming in. Fred's finally choosing to break upkeep, and this will only give him 7 gold per second, while on the other side his enemy is gaining 14 gold per second because of having the expo. Counter expanding would have been a better idea for Fred, but he has kept the pressure on, and now going after the Ancient of War, that's a lot of damage. That is because of the siege attack, of course. He finally got one attack upgrade actually on the grunts. Here comes the army of Believe. Believe's army in a really good position. Managed to kill 3 raiders and only lost the Ancient of War, which was really not that big of a deal at this point of the game. You can reinforce your army using 1 Ancient of War, and basically going tier 3. It is not even tier 3 yet. Going tier 3 and then getting some things out of the lore would even be a thing for Believe. Perhaps get 1 or 2 mountain giants. Those things can take a lot of hits, and while they take a lot of hits, just mess up your opponent with the army that you have standing. It appears that Believe lost Moonwell somewhere, and Fred GG's. Well, good game, well played by both players. Hope you guys enjoyed this little cast. Thank you for watching, thank you for listening. If you have enjoyed what you have seen, do not forget to follow me on Twitch, YouTube, Mixer and Facebook, as I shall be covering a lot more Warcraft content on that. After this, for the guys on the stream, I shall be moving on to AoE India channel, and I'll be streaming some Age of Empires over there. On Mondays I do that from now on, that is just my thing. Tomorrow I'll be streaming some Warcraft. Tomorrow is basically Warcraft Day, that is Tuesday. You can check out the schedule on my YouTube channel, on my Twitch channel, or my Discord server. That would be all for today then. Thank you for watching. I shall see you in the next one. Bye for now.